As a fellow member of the community, yeah, they want us gone. Not just trans people, but the whole LGBTQIA plus community. And if that's by our own hand or someone else's, they don't care. For many younger members of our community, to you guys the fight has been the fight for equality. For those of us older people in the community, it's not been the fight for equality. It's been the fight for the right to exist. And the people against our own community don't care if we take our own lives or someone takes it for us. I know this because they tell us that they're comfortable taking our lives. They sit in their churches and they preach that people should take our lives. They hold rallies against us. They use us as a focal point of their fear, and that by removing us, they can be free of that fear. They sit in their churches talking about how their God is the God of love, but because of their God, we should be executed. They claim to not hate us while making baseless accusations about us as a community, and then claim the only way to fix the community is to exterminate us. And when they're too cowardly to advocate doing it with their own hands, they hope that someone else will do it for them. And when someone else does do it for them, they praise and worship them like a hero. The history of our community as a whole has been a history of a constant struggle to fight for our right to exist. And that fight has hit the trans members of our community the hardest, especially trans women, and even more especially trans women of color. Throughout our history, they've arrested us, medicated us, institutionalized us, tortured us, and attempted to exterminate us. And if they could bring back those old laws that allowed them to do so, they would. Because we can see the laws they're passing now against the trans community. Pushing to allow CPS to take trans children away from their parents. Claiming that gender-affirming care is child abuse. Bills being passed to prevent children from even learning about the mere existence of the community. And silence from the crowd that tries to claim that what they believe is not hate. That they love the sinner, hate the sin. Silence when their same pastors get up there and argue that we should die. Silence when a member of our trans community is found dead in a trash can. Silence when the trans members of our community receive constant death threats on the daily. Some of those death threats right here on TikTok. Death threats sent to them for merely existing as a trans person who dared to show their face online. So yeah, those 18,000 plus people who signed that piece of paper got what they wanted. They wanted people like Milo gone and out of their community. And to them, it doesn't matter how it happened. They're just happy that it happened.